The heck is that bird? That dismount though. What is that bird? There's a ninja in the path. Hello, fellow anime geeks. Welcome to another first impression in my fall 2020 coverage where I try every anime series premiere I can in the hopes of relaying a bit more information on this ongoing season. As usual, I'll be organizing my thoughts by answering these 4 questions, and today I'm excited to talk about a MAPPA Studio anime original, Taisou Zamurai, or Gymnastics Samurai. This only had one mal tag, sports, but I feel like it's so much more than that. I feel like it's an inspirational human drama the likes of Space Brothers. Now hear me out, because I know that's a classic for a lot of people. I feel like not only does it provide the same perspective of pursuing your passions as an adult, it also weasels its way into your heart in the same manner. One moment it had me just completely losing it, laughing over the hilarious situational comedy, and then the next moment it was just chucking chopped onions at my eyeballs, making me feel all warm inside with all of the human interactions. This is more of a sports anime though, because, well, we're dealing with a sport, and it has some interesting elements of the fantastical kind of sprinkled in, despite being a very realistic human story. Kind of like Amélie, or if you're going anime, Chunibyo de Mokoi, or maybe Working, in that there's these really bizarre characters and they just kind of waltz in as maybe a joke, but then they end up being integral parts of the story. There's this foreigner that dresses like a ninja, there's this grandma that owns this strange bar in Ikebukuro, and whatever the heck kind of bird this is. No, seriously, if you figure out what it is, I really want to know. I'm not owning up to the amount of time I spent typing big fat bird into the Google search bar. We follow this Olympic medalist who has injured his shoulder and who everyone kind of thinks is past his prime. He's juggling, trying to be a single dad and trying to perform at the level that he's used to. So when he finds himself at this difficult crossroads in life, he decides to take a day trip with his daughter to Edo Wonderland, and there they meet this like strange foreigner ninja who is very clearly running away from his retainers, and they end up having to take him in. I told you, strange characters, right? But this ends up being the inciting incident for our inspirational story. Inspirational inciting incident, inspirational inciting incident, inspirational. Our protagonist undergoes this change in mindset and he sort of begins the second arc of his career. Now, I know that the sports anime storyline isn't really all that original, but I feel like the adult perspective isn't really explored as much in anime as it is in film, let's say. There's even this really cute homage to the Rocky training montage in this. Montage. I love that our protagonist has the like typical shonen manga go-getter attitude, but he has to deal with these like grown-up problems. And I think that having to find new ways of achieving in his sport is going to make for some interesting tension and development in the plotline. But if you haven't guessed it already, my favorite unique element of this show is the heartwarming characters. I think that this ninja is going to be even more integral to the plotline in even more of a touching way than he's already been in these first few episodes, because they keep alluding to the fact that he already knew our protagonist before he ran into him, and I don't think it's a coincidence that our protagonist is dubbed the Samurai of Gymnastics and this guy runs around dressed like a ninja. His daughter is freaking tough as nails, and the episode that we spent focused on her and her daily routine was just heart-wrenching. But I don't think that anyone packed as many chopped onions, at least for me, as the coach. I love that he's this tough guy, but he does all of these ridiculous things for his daughter. I mean, the mohawk, the phone charms, the selfies. You know, even the acupuncturist is starting to grow on me. So, is it worthwhile? That's a yes for me. In fact, finding this kind of anime is exactly the reason why I try everything. And this is another one that I'm surprised is not doing so hot on Mal. I don't really know why. I haven't found any storytelling blunders, and I find it pretty heartwarming. Except, what is that bird? It's still bothering me. What is that? Like for any human drama though, for me, the full journey and the resolution are going to be the deciding factors. It's an unpopular opinion, I know, but I felt like Space Brothers dragged on for too long. But I mean, the manga's still going. It's not reassuring that the number of episodes for Taiso Samurai is still unknown, but while I didn't like one of MAPPA Studios' most recent anime originals, they have worked on some really awesome stuff, and they've been entrusted with the last season of Shingeki no Kyojin, so I'm hopeful. And on that note, I'll catch you in the next video. What a hard situation to start off with, man. Say yes. Coach. Coach, man. I'm not crying, you're crying. The rude boy. I like him. Maybe I don't like him. Messing with my heart, man.